So what is node-based software? Node-based software is handling complex compositing by linking together a simple image operation, or other words, node. Together they make a scheme of node tree that appears similar to a flowchart. Right, so I'll give you an example what is node based. So before that, I'll tell you what are the other mode. Okay, so there are outliner, there are layers. So right now I'm in Photoshop to show you what is layer based. So I click on it. So it's layer based. So I prepared, like, this is like $100. So layer based is basically stacking up. You look at here. So for example, this is a table, and on top of the table you have 100 rupee $100 notes, and then on top of that you keep 50, and again on top of that 20 and 10, 5, 1. Okay, so this is layer based. I don't want to talk about pros here, but I want to talk about cons, especially then why, like here it says often complex compositing. So why not layer based is not good for complex compositing. So that's because, for example, you stack all the nodes on top of it, all the dollar notes on top of it, and suddenly someone asks you to, like, okay, get me the 50 note. All right, so you have to like move this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, all the way till here to get your 50 bucks out of that, right? So now this is out, you got the 50, and so again someone asks you to take out the $10, and again you have to move it until you find the 10 one, right? So that is one of the reason layer based is not flexible. And what is node based? Okay, in other hand, I'll show you what is node based. So this is node based. Okay, so here you can see node based is like you keeping your dollar on table, just like this. So right now if someone asks you to take the $50 out, you can go to the 50 and take it out, right? Because you can see what is happening on the layer. But on the other hand, on the layer, you don't know what's happening, like what are these, you have no idea, because it's stacked on top of it. And another good feature of node base is that you can connect to any node. So if you notice, in the node base you can see 2 connecting points, and in some cases there will be 2 on the down, and some cases there will be 2 on the up, right? It's based on the nodes, which node you are using. Okay, so but again, there are different types of nodes. That's what one with single connection, another with multiple connection, right? So that is also making things very easy to connect each other. For example, if you want to connect, so 1 to 50, so it's like you can just remove all this connection. Training purpose, I'm just using the rubber key to just avoid that, and you can directly connect. Right now I'm just taking a shortcut because it's just to make things easier to see. Yeah, so now you can connect to 1 to 50, but in the layer case, if you want to connect or move or something, you have to like find the $10 node and then move it on top, or after the $1. So now you can see yeah, it is here. Okay, so but when it comes to node base, nothing, you just have to connect it like this. Just use the there is a button to delete the connection. So in my case, in Photoshop, I'm just erasing it. But in the software, all you have to do is just there is a button to disconnect, and you can then connect to whatever node you want. So the first advantage is that easily connect or arrange your network, so which is not easy in layer based. You have to find the node, you have to find the layer. So this is Photoshop is a layer based, so even here I'm like struggling to find, it's very hard. So I can this is how you arrange it. So now 10 is above and 1 is down, so which is very it's for now it's very easy because it's not a complex. And the second advantage is now like like in Photoshop I'm struggling a lot to do the explanation, so I'll go to the Houdini itself. Okay, so I made a bunch of arrangements just like that, just like $1, $2, 10, just like here I've arranged it. All right, so don't worry about what all nodes are these. I'm going to explain. This is just for the training purpose. And if you notice this one, you can see here the node name is null. Okay, and I gave the name $1, but the node himself, the name is null. So null means nothing. So right now it is connecting, nothing is connecting to nothing, thing is connecting to nothing. That's why on the viewport there's nothing. Okay, so it's just for training. All right, so now, so I'll tell you the in here, see, you can see if you want to connect $1 to maybe 20, you can just using Y, you can connect, you can disconnect and you can connect to 20. So right, so see, this is now connected, easily connected, right? So, and also you can see things clearly, like you can zoom in and zoom out and you can see clearly. If even if there is like 1,000 node, you can see the 1,000 node over here. But in the layer base, you need to have a different monitor to see all the layers. Like usually how the users use that, they use multiple screen, and on one big TV screen monitor they have layers so that they can see the layer. But here you can, even if you have one single monitor, you can still see 1,000 or 10,000 nodes, right? And here, yeah, in between you can see a merge node. So this I wanted to show you that it can connect, some node can connect multiple connection, right? So even that is very handy. And next part is that in Maya I use outliner. So even in outliner you can find this method or this thing. So it's like you can I'll bring another null. All right, so I can bring unwanted nodes, and still it's there in the network, but doesn't affect my workflow. So it's like you can arrange, you can bring a lot of nodes, and still you can leave it like that. You leave it like that without connecting. It's like you this is what you're connected, and what is visible is what you see. Okay, I'm gonna explain in the coming classes all of this, but here well, my point is how awesome is node based. Okay, so see, I can bring a lot of nodes which I'm not gonna use it, or maybe I will use it if I change my mind. I'll change my mind. If I can click in the middle, I mean I can connect in the middle, or like I can remove it by shaking the mouse, remove it and connect it to here. So, and for example this, so if it is this 50 cent, you can connect here after one, or you can just remove it and you can connect it to, like, after or in the end, wherever you want. You can just freely, it's like a free world. You can roam around, or you can be a part. You can be the leader, or you can be the follower. I'll talk more about how the node is working, how this connection is coming classes. But here I just wanted to tell you the power of node based. By now you'll have some knowledge on what is node based, and what is the power of node based. So this is what node tree means. Here they're written that together they make up a schematic node trees. So this is node tree. Okay, and another good advantage of node base is that you can view from any nodes. So it's like this is $1, $2, 10, 5, and 20, and you want to stop watching from 20, you can just click here. So now the what is down below won't be visible, right? So which is very difficult in layer base. It's like you said, okay, I want to stop watching from 20, um 20, so then okay, you have to unhide this. So no, 20 is not there, 20 is not there, yeah, 5, it's not 20, 20. So see here, it's very difficult. You can name it here. That's one way to get organized in layer base. But imagine if you have thousands of layers, how will you, right? So you can't even scroll, or all you can do is you bring it and make the panel big. Here you cannot zoom in or zoom out, just like in here. So it's like zoom in, zoom out. You can just see which node is on the top, which node is on the middle. You have a better view. But here, no. What are the softwares which use node based? Nuke. Okay, so this is Nuke, and this is first, I believe this is the first node based software which developed by Digital Domain, I guess. So that's what it tells here. Developer is Digital Domain. Now they're owned by Foundry. Okay, so up to the date, Foundry owns Nuke. Okay, so this is node based. They have different icon for nodes, and Houdini has different icon for nodes, but the system is same. Connecting, that is same, right? And so one example of Houdini network, how complex you can go. It's a simple complex one. So you can see, even this is the image, so I cannot zoom in or zoom out. So but it is visible, right? Like what is happening here, and it is connecting here, Houdini network, and you can see it can go this complex, and still you can view it, everything what is happening. Okay, which in After Effects, it's gonna be like this, layer based. After Effects is layer based, just like Photoshop. So it's gonna be like this. So it's like, see, this this window is only capturing this much, but when here you can see all the nodes, like thousands of nodes. You can see it in one network, but here you can't see the thousand network. Your monitor has to be that big to show you the thousand on layers, right? So these days, even all the 3D software are turning to node based. So this is Blueprint from Unreal Engine. So even Unreal Engine Blueprint is node based. See the connecting to the node, and it can go, this complex. This is also Unreal Engine, which is free, and other softwares like Maya and Blender is also slowly getting into the node based node based system. Blender uses node for creating materials, not the complete workflow, and Maya is slowly picking up into the node based network as well. So learning node based is a plus, because many software are slowly coming into node based, like Spark AR from Facebook is a node based, and many 3D softwares. Then Fusion is a node based software. There's a lot of software, there is a lot of 3D software itself that's slowly coming into node based. Houdini node base is a little bit different, like how it works. So if you take the other softwares like Nuke and stuff, there is only one network. All right, so this is empty network. But there's in Nuke there's only one network, but there's like object network, and if you click over here, you can see a bunch of other networks. For now, I need to bring some node, right? So I'll bring the box node. If I hold down control and click the box, then I get the box in the middle of the screen. So that's very handy, so that I don't have to, like, otherwise, if I click here I need to find the origin. So it's like manually I need to find, but see the numbers written there, minus 0 0, blah blah blah. So it's not origin has to be 0 0 0, but I am getting a little bit of slight difference, so which is very hard for me to do that. So in that case you can press escape to cancel whatever you are doing. So if you go control, click on the box, then voila, it's everything is zero. It it reaches to the origin. So you got this node. So you will now you'll be thinking that, okay, node system, that's it. But this is not the real, uh, you know, real network of Houdini. Yeah, if you double click it, so if you're in the object level, then you can double click it. Just go to the geometry level. See, now you are in the geometry level. This is where the box is actually created. I'll show you something. I'll bring a spear to show that. I'll bring here and I'll keep it somewhere around here. And then I also bring another geometry, which is like, go to create. I'll bring a tube primitive, so I'll place it somewhere here again. And now you can see that the node network, you can see there's a box created, there's a spear created, and there's a tube created. And look at, you can notice one thing in common, that the node is same. All right. So, and also you can see geometry, it's written geometry in all the three. So if you look up here, so this is what the node name is. So look at this, this is the icon and this is the node name. So all the three, it's the same node. So that's why I said in the beginning, don't use shelf tool until and unless you know what you're doing. So if you dive into the spear, you can see a spear node, and also there's a ghost of object level. That ghost of object level you can hide by going here, see ghost other object. If you click there, you can say that show means it's gonna show you what's outside in a non-ghost mode, and of course ghost is ghost, and then nothing. Okay, so we'll take this one. So see spear, this node, and look here, the node icon also changed and the spear node name is also changed. So if you go back and go to the tube, there also you can see the icon is also changed and the node name is also changed. But outside the object level, you can see all three are icons are common and the node name is also common. So that's why in the beginning I said do not use shelf tool, because shelf tool is going to create a preset of whatever you click, so which will make you more confused as a beginner. And now you must be wondering, what is then geometry? So geometry, just for now you believe like it's like a new folder in a Windows, creating a new folder. So this is where everything happens inside. Okay, so I will delete both of this. So okay, so this is like folder in you for example, if you are in Windows, you go here, right, back, up. So just like that, it's back and up. So you go to the back level, object level, now you go to the geometry level. Similarly, you can even click over here also. It's up to you what prefers. And there is another key, shortcut key, so which is U. So U will help you go backwards, jump up. So that's what, jump up, now jump in, right? So this is the box property of the box, real property of the box. Okay, whatever you had clicked, that's one. So outside, if you click here, it's the property of geometry, and this one is just a name. Like you can give like a house, whatever, but you cannot change the name of the node, the real node. This property is a default property of geometry. Okay, and the property of the box you will can be seen here. See, box, you cannot change that name. That's the node name. But you can always, for optimizing, you can say that, this is the house. This is the house that I'm building. Wheel up, wheel down, so that you can see. And if you middle mouse, then you can move around. uh, but this is not 3D space, this is 2D space, so you cannot rotate or something. It's just all you can do is that. And there's one more handy shortcut key for, for example, if you are somewhere lost and you don't know where your box is, then click on the box and hover over your mouse to the viewport, because viewport is where you want it to focus, right? So hover over the mouse to the viewport and then hold down space and F. Voila, you got the focus on the frame. So similarly here, so if you have bunch of node but you want to focus on something, then same, space and F. Right, so there's another. For example, if you have different, uh, like I'm just clicking and dropping, clicking and dropping. So if you're somewhere here, of course, space and F is one to focus on what you clicked. Okay, and if you want focus everything and see, then space and H.